What's up, YouTube? It's your girl, Carla Palmer, and I'm here with 10 tips on how you can learn to eat healthier. Yep, 10 tips. But first, I want you to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please? No, seriously. If you do, I promise I will not disappoint you with the content that I provide on this channel. So please like and subscribe down below, leave a comment, and let's go. All right, so 10 tips. The reason why I wanted to post this is because we had a really great discussion about eating healthy. It's important to do videos like this because when you give easy tips, people can implement right away. All right, so let's get started. One of the ways that I say eating healthy is going to the grocery store with a list that I've already prepared. And how do I prepare that list? I go to my refrigerator, I look and see what I have and what I don't have. So what is it that I need in order to make healthy meals throughout the week for me and for my son? So I do an inventory, and in that inventory, I make sure that I have some key staples. When you have staples in your grocery list, then it makes it more simple for you to go to the grocery store and get what you need, and you kind of shop around those staples. So for me, staples include vegetables, lots of leafy greens. There's lots of vitamins and minerals in leafy greens, and you want to make sure you have a lot of color to your grocery basket when it comes to like your fruits and your vegetables. So when you shop the perimeter of the store, you tend to find the healthier food items. When you go into the center of the store, that's where you find your packaged goods, which contain a lot of additives, a lot of preservatives in order to keep those items on the shelf a lot longer. And it also contains a lot of sodium, which helps to preserve the foods on the shelves a lot longer. So you kind of want to stay away as much as you can from the middle aisles and shop the perimeter of the store. That was number one, going to the grocery store with a list that is already prepared with the items that you need in order to make the healthy meals you're going to make throughout the week. Number two, let's talk about water, you guys. H2O is going to be key in helping you to continue to eat healthy throughout the day. One of the things that people don't realize is that hunger pangs and thirst, they feel very similar. So if you stay hydrated throughout the day, and people have different rules of thought about how much water you should drink. Let's just say try to get in 8 to 10 glasses just to be safe. Let's just stay there. All right. I try to drink 1/2 my body weight in ounces. So for example, if you weigh 140 pounds, you drink 70 ounces of water per day. And that's doing relatively well, comparing it to people who drink absolutely no water. All right. So let's just stay there just to be safe. All right, so drink your water throughout the day. Pace yourself so that you're not running to the bathroom every 5 minutes. If you pace yourself, you don't have to guzzle it down. You're really just taking sips of water throughout your day, and you look up, you're keeping track, but you look up and you're like, oh, I met my water goal. Instead of trying to meet all your water goals at the end of the day, and then you can't sleep because you're getting up going to the bathroom and peeing all night. You don't want that either. So make sure you get your water in, all right? Tip number 3, protein and fiber. So a lot of times we just pick what's readily available if we don't pack our lunch throughout the week, right? We're just picking up things because we're on the go. But if you really focus on picking up foods that are high in protein and high in fiber, you will tell that you are not as hungry throughout the day, because protein and fiber help you feel full longer, all right? So things that are high in fiber, they take time to digest, right? And because they take time to digest, you're not looking up and being hungry 20 minutes after you already ate, because you pick something that needs to work through your digestive system, and that takes time when you have a fiber-rich meal. Protein, right? You got your chicken, your fish, you get protein in beef if you eat beef, but you can also get protein in things like lentils, right? So I like to eat lentils. There's tuna. If you're a person who doesn't eat any meat at all, you can get your protein through beans. And other vegetables have protein as well. Protein and fiber help you feel full longer. And when you think about protein and fiber, getting them into those meals that you're packing throughout the week for your lunch, you will be able to tell the difference in your hunger pains throughout the day because you're fueling with the right things. And that's when we get to number 4. Number 4 is really starting to think of food as fuel. Food is fuel for your body. Mentally, food does something to you. So if you're eating a lot of sugar, you'll find that you're more irritable and more cranky. But if you pick whole foods and protein-rich foods, foods with a lot of color, you will have the energy and the stamina that you need to get throughout the day. You will also have the energy and the stamina you need to get through your workout if you're working out. And I hope that you're working out, because that's important to healthy living, working out. So make sure that you are looking at food, and when it's time to eat throughout the day, you're saying to yourself, okay, what is it that my body needs right now? I probably need some protein. I need something that's gonna give me some energy, so maybe I'll eat some sweet potatoes or like a yam. You pick those foods that are going to give you the energy and the fuel that you need to get through the rest of your day. Number 5, speaking of food that's gonna get you through the day, make sure you take your lunch to work every single day. You guys, I've been taking my lunch to work every single day for the past 10 years. First of all, I don't like spending money on lunch. I don't mind spending money on the weekend when I'm going out and eating with my friends, but I don't like to spend money on food eating out throughout the week. You can look up and be out $100 so easily. And that's, I mean, if you think about lunch, that's probably what, $15 for some lunch? Ain't nobody got time for that. Take your lunch to work every single day. The benefit of that is saving money. The second benefit of that is you know exactly what it is that you're putting into your body. You know how it was prepared because you made it. So take your lunch to work every single day. Now, number 6 goes with that, and that is food prep. I know that it seems very overwhelming. I know that you think you don't have time to do it. I know. But listen, you do. There are ways that you can do meal prep that are not stressful. Yes, you're gonna need some containers, all right? Get some containers, order them, get them from Target, but get some containers. Go to the container store, get what you need to put your food in there. But what you can do, you guys, and I've been doing this for a long time. Let me give you an example. Get some chicken breast, right? Get one of those big old grills, put it on your stove, right? The one that fits over both eyes. Put some little oil on the pan. Season your chicken with some salt and pepper. And I say salt and pepper because you don't want to season it with something that's really strong and specific, because you want to be able to use this chicken that you're about to grill up, right? You want to be able to use it for different meals throughout the week. All right, so you grill that chicken up. Now you've got a protein source that you can use in your salads. You can make tacos. You can eat it with rice. You can eat it with your beans, right? So now you've got your chicken. Next, you can make some ground turkey patties. Same thing. Get a grill, make some ground turkey patties. Next thing, you guys, bake some yams, right? Take some yams, wrap them up in foil, put them in the oven. You guys can also roast vegetables. Take a big cookie sheet, drizzle some oil on some butternut squash and cauliflower or broccoli and roast it up, right? So you've got these things that you can put together for a nice meal throughout the week. You can take your lunch every single day. You see how that works? So don't make it more complicated than it needs to be. Yes, if you want to get like really in the thick of it, there are different things that you can do to make it more grand experience with, you know, much more fancy lunches. But if we're not doing that, we're not starting out there, start off with something that's basic and simple, like the suggestion that I just made. I think you will absolutely love this implementation. So try your best to do it, see what happens, let a sister know. All right, we're on number 7, you guys. 7. Keeping quick go-tos. What does that mean? That means if you absolutely wake up on a Friday and you're like, oh shoot, I don't have any more prepped meals, what am I gonna do? Well, guess what? You can have a tuna pack on hand, right? I keep tuna packs on hand. I keep cans of soup. Yes, I said cans. I know you have to watch the sodium intake, which is one of the numbers out of this 10 list that we're going through. But if you absolutely have to, I like Amy's. Amy's is a brand. They have lentil soup. I always have lentil soup on hand by Amy's. You can find them at any grocery store. Those things are on hand. I also have lentils on hand so that I can make some lentils if I need to. I can make a big pot of lentils and I can keep that in the freezer, or I can keep it in the refrigerator. So there are things that you can have on hand. I always have peanut butter on hand, natural peanut butter, not Skippy's. I have Laura Scudder's peanut butter that I use. I keep it on hand. I always have fruit on hand. I always have vegetables. I always have leafy greens that I can make a nice salad. So always have these little backup things, pack of almonds. And I know these aren't meals, but these are go-to snacks and go-to things that you can grab to help you at least try to stay on the healthy track, to help you at least fight off the temptation to go and get something like a huge Subway sandwich, right? And yes, I know that people think that Subway is healthy, but it's not the healthiest thing that you can go and get. So making sure you have these little go-to meals and snacks is going to help you with your goal to stay healthy with your eating. All right, so now we're on number 8. Number 8, who are you having lunch with? I know this seems like a weird one, but listen, the people that you have lunch with at the office, if you're a working person, sometimes it's easy to pick up their habits. So for me, I like to eat with the healthy folks. I like to eat with people who are bringing really interesting, healthy things to work, so that I can learn more about eating healthy, so that I can try what they have, or maybe they can try what I have. But we're feeding off of each other and really supporting each other. If you go to lunch with everybody who eats pizza or eats burgers, sooner or later, you're gonna have a pizza, burger, and fries. Because let's face it, that stuff is good, right? But that's not the goal here. So surround yourself with the healthy eaters. Sooner or later, you'll be, hey, eating healthy right along with them, and it'll be a real consistent thing, and you guys can really build that rapport with each other around healthy eating, and I tell you, it'll serve you well, I promise. Number 9, eat your breakfast. I know there are competing ideas out there. The tips that I give you guys are the tips that work for me, all right? So you can take it or leave it. If you're doing keto or you're doing, intermittent fasting or some other thing, like maybe this is not for you, but for the average person who is getting up in the morning and trying to fuel their bodies for the day, I would say to please pick something to eat for breakfast. I love to eat eggs for breakfast. I like eggs. If you don't like eggs, eat oatmeal. If you don't like oatmeal, eat some fruit with some Greek yogurt. I eat plain yogurt. So I'm just sharing some tips that work for me. You can take it or leave it. Maybe this one is something that you want to go in a different direction on. But I would say to make sure whatever you're doing, fuel your body in the morning, eat something so that you have your brain food, you have your energy, and you can go on with your day. So that's number 9. All right. So that's number 9. Now we are on number 10. Number 10. Number 10 is watch your sodium intake. We talked about sodium-packed foods that are in those center aisles to keep that food shelf life really, really long. But listen, sodium, it is a contributor to heart disease. So it also contributes to water retention, bloating. So make sure you're eating foods that are lower in sodium. And when you cook, learn to train your palate to not like foods that are so salty. Put less salt in it and use other seasoning that's going to spice up your food in a way that's not high in salt. All right, so lower your sodium intake. Those are my 10 tips. I hope that they are helpful. Do something to better your health. I'm telling you, your body will thank you for it. Thank you so much for watching this episode of The Carla Palmer Show. Please like and subscribe to my channel. I promise to continue to bring great content. I'll see you next time on The Carla Palmer Show. See you later.